think we're live. I think our bit rate looks good. I think our frame rate looks good. I think that we sounded good during the sound check, and we're only 11 minutes late. But we're live on
Howdy,
Twitch on 2021. Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. What are we calling our friends? What did you call them? The dupe.
Fuck
the dupes?
2020. Oh, dupesters. What the fuck? I don't know what to call them.
What are we calling him?
What are we? I don't know. What are we? We're a bunch of dupesters. I don't know what we are.
Bunch of dupesters.
Yep, but
It's a working title.
Yeah,
it is. I'm working on it.
It looks great.
I'm just spitballing, Chris. I'm just spitballing.
No,
And we
it's
gotta
fine.
start hashtagging it though. Immediate hashtagging must happen now.
Yeah, triple D. Hashtag triple D. Hashtag. Did we decide it was triple D and not double D?
Well, we're live. Well, no, it's triple D. It's
Okay, triple D.
Doomsday. It's Doomsday is one word. Doopy is another word, and do is a third word. Doomsday,
All right,
Doopy.
three.
Do.
We call it 3D.
I mean, I thought it was obvious, but I don't know.
I don't know. I like to throw the 4D. 4D is like
I know 4D's, 3D's a little too on the nose.
It's like time space is 4D, right? You got.
All right, now you're getting two. But
No,
I mean,
just kidding.
we're terrible at this because it's 2021. This is the very first day of the year at the end of a horrible year. And here we are. We're in the bunker across international boundaries. And we are, and there you go. We got we have
Freaking backwards.
we have backsplashes. Good riddance 2020. We have an increased production value. We are, maybe someone's sitting, hungover at the long day, if they're at the end of a long partying, couple of days, and they turn Twitch on and they see us here live with them at just kicking off their year right, playing Gamma World in the bunker, and you'd think that I would have, tweeted it or would have somehow said, "Hey, we're live on Twitch," and I don't know. I'm so afraid of touching something. And OBS, there's a way to stream that you're going live, Twitch that you're going live, and I'm afraid to even do that. I'm afraid to touch it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
So somebody tell somebody that we're on the air. Can somebody say something?
I'm tweeting out.
I mean, the only people who know we're live right now are the people in my house. I told them before I came here. Other than that.
We can get there's a couple of softwares out there that we can get that would help us kind of put the social media picture in one view, and then you can schedule all this shit so that you can go live, concentrate on the stream, and then in the background, all your posts will go live on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you need them to. And like a lot of this software now is pretty free. It's pretty freeware.
I mean, there's so many add-ons too in Twitch, and I don't know. I definitely should be doing more on that end. But the stream looks pretty good. You guys will see it. It's really picked up, and we got the audio, and we got a lot of the lag issues taken care of. So one thing at a time. But it would be nice to let somebody know. You on that, Chris? I see you texting somebody.
I'm on it. Yeah. I'm not texting anybody. I just sent it out from both of my Twitter accounts. So.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I follow you on any of those, but if I do, I'll do the same. I do. Okay. Oh, I see something. Join us tonight on Twitch. Okay. You know what though? No, this doesn't count.
Why doesn't that count?
There's no link to the show. You think someone's going to read this? You think someone's going to read this and then go look it up?
My plan.
I'm retweeting it right now as we speak. Okay. But it's working.
No, but
it's spreading.
We need the link. God damn it! This is. Come on, I mean, this is 2021. No one's got an attention span past the 3 seconds to read this. This is a paragraph long. What did you tweet? Join us tonight.
That we're actually going to have a show tonight because Mark usually asks me. I'm actually concerned because Mark's not here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Lots of people have no idea about this.
No, but so I tweeted out this afternoon saying, join us tonight on Twitch at Doomsday Doopy Doo for the first show of 2021, and a little recap, nice little recap.
Yeah, there's a little intro. There's a little prelude.
But
there's no link because
look at this, nice.
Look, I'm not a millennial.
Micho, Mr. Mallory, Gloom, Approach. There's a link where?
The tweet next door. There's a link right there.
There's a tweet next to the tweet next door.
The tweet next door.
What do you? The hell are you guys talking about?
It's a next door tweet.
It's the next door.
Well, join us tonight on. In case you're not one of the. How many followers you have, Chris? Oh,
Yeah,
23.
we got an hour ago.
We got more than me. I have 15. In case you're not one of the 23 followers of DeShadow and the 15 of me, of which I'm about to retweet, of which I'm talking to 2 of you, of the 15 that I.
P Persona here. Does P Persona have any tweets out?
No, he's got Jack. Wait. Wait, I should switch to Pete, right? And I should tweet this. But let me see if I even see it. Okay, so join us tonight on Twitch for the first Doomsday Doopy Doo of 2021. Micho, Mr. Mallory, and Gloom approach the gates of Edgewater after their encounter with the scavengers of the Red Wastes. And so I'm going to... wait. Shouldn't the show retweet that? I'm going to retweet it as the show.
I was hoping that the show would maybe see that.
Of course not.
I took a peek at the Twitch stream.
Into that, and then you're. Like,
oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm going to retweet that to our. We have some followers.
We're bad.
The stream looks great, by the way. I took a look there. Looks really good.
Oh, good, cool. Thank you.
Really nice work.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you. You two guys. All right. I just don't know how good the audio is and if I'm cutting out or not, but
do you want me to stop talking so I can turn the audio up to see for a second?
No. It is what it is. 2021 is here and we are in the waste. Okay, let me just I know I'm monopolizing this time and I'm really being annoying here, but sorry, I'm hitting the mic. All right. I was supposed to level myself up and I did. Partially, I have to say partially, because my feats are screwed up. And on top of it, I don't remember, I lost a character sheet, and I was missing some stuff. So I've been trying to build my character retroactively. Like I'm trying to go back in time. Like I'm looking at my numbers that I have and trying to backtrack them to see how I got to where I am, to see what's missing. And I got a lot of the way through that. I also added to my hit points. I rolled a 4 and a +1 dex, so I went from a 30 to 35 hit points. I added the +1 to my melee and my range, so I went from a 6 and a 5 to a 7 and a 6.
Stop. Full stop. So you added your hit points. You said you added your dex?
Or no, Constitution.
Which is a +1? Yeah, it should be Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution +1. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Just making sure that it was Con and not dex.
Yes, it was Constitution, and I rolled a 4. It was a D8 I rolled. Was I supposed to roll a D8? Yeah, so I rolled a D8.
So what level are you taking right now? Tough hero again, or
I'm a strong hero, stock human.
Okay.
And an adventurer, and what was I going to say? Yeah, level 5.
Okay. And you just made it to level 5 now, right? This is your 5th level.
This is my 5th level.
Can you tell me what your feats are?
So this is now here the thing with the feats. I think I have one too many. I have 4 feats.
One of them you get for free. So simple weapon proficiency, you get that one for free. So if you're counting that one, don't count it. Everyone gets it.
What, archaic weapons or firearms proficiency?
No, simple weapon.
Simple weapon proficiency.
Oh well, nope. I don't even have simple list.
Okay, you do. Pretty much everyone has simple weapon proficiency. I think you get that with I think any basic class you get that.
Okay.
If you look at strong hero, you'll see simple weapon should be in there. It's like using knives, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his feats are boxing and martial arts.
This is from the D20 book.
Yep. Well, yeah, but more than that though too, because as being an adventurer, you get a bonus feat for that, right?
Yeah. So well, that's what I'm trying to decide. And if I read it one way, but again, I didn't have the D20 manual in front of me. So if I read it one way, I'm correct in having 4 because I know you start with 1 and an adventurer gets 1 additional.
You get 1 at 2nd level and you get 1 at 4th level.
And then I get 1 at 2nd level and then I get 1 at 4th level. So I'm supposed to have 4, I think.
Plus a bonus feat.
I'm supposed to have 5?
You get 1. So you don't get 1 for free. You get simple weapon proficiency for free.
Okay, right? Not counting simple. So not counting those. I didn't write down simple weapon.
Ones that you get to choose is you get a bonus feat at 2nd, 4th. You get a feat at 2nd level, 4th level, and a bonus feat for being an adventurer. Right.
Right.
So that's 3, right?
No, you should have 4 because at all first level humans, and you're a stock human, right? You start with 2. He starts with 2 feats at level 1. So you got your 2 feats at level 1, and then you got your bonus feat at level 2, and your bonus feat at level 4. That's 4 feats. With simple weapon, that's the 5th.
So we did it correctly.
Adventurer gets a bonus feat too.
If adventurer says he gets because that's his occupation, right? If
select one of the following archaic weapons, proficiency,
brawl is what I picked.
Personal firearms.
And I picked brawl. Is it for according to my notes? I picked brawl.
Okay.
So
that came from a occupation, and it's awesome to have that. So it's like, keep it. It's an extra feat. Why not?
Right.
So yeah, you should have 5 plus simple weapon proficiency. That would be the imaginary 6.
Shit. So then I'm missing a feat.
Level. Yeah, probably.
Can I go up a level in something? Because I don't have the tree in front of me. You can only add a feat.
The tree. It's not a tree. It's the list of feats.
Right. So, but in other words, the second level of firearms proficiency. Say I wanted that.
No, there is no second level of firearms proficiency.
There's a talent tree of 3.
Advanced firearms proficiency. If you have the prereqs for that, you would be able to pick it. But all this is to say, you have to pick it kind of in order. If they're picking advanced firearms proficiency as one of your level 1 feats, you can't do that because you were supposed to start with firearms proficiency.
Right. I have firearms proficiency.
Well, you can pick up advanced firearms proficiency. You just can't use your level 1 feat to do that with. If you're using it if you're picking that up as your 4th level bonus feat, that's fine. But you have to make sure that it's you had the prerequisites already under your belt before you go ahead and grab it.
Okay, so
the only prerequisite for that one is personal firearms proficiency. So at level 1, let's say you wanted to start the game at level 1 with advanced firearms proficiency, you'd literally have to make sure that you're picking up basic firearms proficiency, then advanced firearms proficiency, all at level 1. You didn't do that. You picked something else. Okay, so it means you have to pick up advanced firearms proficiency along the way. You're already at level 4 though, so you already picked your bonus feat for level 4. Right now, you're going from level 4 to level 5.
Yep.
So you get to pick a new talent this level. There's no feat at this level.
I don't think. I'm trying to
remember. So then I'm gypped out of a feat.
Wait. Isn't there? No. Shouldn't he have gotten a feat at 3rd level too, just for the D20 modern rules?
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
Right.
I was looking at the list.
Because Gamma World
at this level
is an edit on the D20 modern, right?
It's a talent. So it's talent, bonus feat, talent, bonus feat, talent, bonus
This
feat.
level, it should be a talent. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes.
When he goes up to level 5, he should be picking another talent.
Yes.
Shit. Well, see, this is so. Anyway, I spent a lot of time investigating that and also transcribing to a new and improved character sheet. And then I got those basic things in. I still have 3 skill points to add. But I think I had a question about that, but now I forgot what the hell it was. Oh,
and I was off on a couple of things with that. It's not 3 points to 1 outside of your class / occupation / race skills. It's 2 per 1. So if you go outside of what it costs more to level up.
Right. Yes, that I knew. That I remembered from the last time I did that.
Okay.
So I have all my class skills are marked on my character sheet now. Like I did some of this. Now that I'm starting to see how to play, now I'm starting to see. I'm putting the work into the character sheet, like really for the first time. So just so that I could glance down and see. Okay, this is a class skill. I can't do this untrained. I have like all these things on the sheet now, but I'm definitely missing some skills.
So here's the thing.
But I don't want to spend this time doing it now. But I just wanted to let you know why I didn't completely finish leveling up. So I think I still need to select a talent. I may have to find a missing bonus feature, and I still have to figure out which points of my skills are correct or not.
I think how many feats do you have right now?
4.
You should have 4.
Not counting the simple weapon one.
Oh, we're missing it. We're missing one. Okay,
I'm missing a feature.
I had to write this out to get it kind of all sorted out in my head. But
okay.
So follow along with me, Chris. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
At level 1, he should have gotten 2 feats because he's a stock human. Stock humans start the game with 2 feats, not 1. Yep. If you're a mutant or an android or something else, you start with 1 feat. Only stock humans start with 2 feats. At level 1, he would have also gotten a third feat for his occupation.
I have 2
advancement.
hands too.
So at level 1, he starts with 3 feats. And then at level 2, he gets his first bonus feat. At level 3, he gets his first feat from level progression. Remember, you get a feat every 3rd level. At level 3, at level 6, at level 9. Just like you go up an ability score at every 4th levels. Plus 1 to an ability score at level 4, then level 8. So he has the bonus feat at level 2.
Okay.
Another feat at level 3. And then the bonus feat at level 4. He should technically have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feats right now without simple weapon proficiency.
Oh. Yeah, so I've
hold
cheated
on.
myself
Now-
a little bit.
According to this, for stock human racial traits, stock humans are the standard by which other races are measured. They gain no special advantages or disadvantages. The number of skill points and feats a stock human gain are as presented in the D20
D20 manual. And that's why I kept getting stuck.
And
I had
all
everything.
regarding size, speed, and other details remain unchanged. A stock human can choose any starting occupation.
Yeah, so I'm reading my Gamma World book and I'm realizing, hey, again, this is new to me. I'm realizing, hey, this is an addendum to the D20. Like,
yeah.
this
You
is
have
just
to
an
have-
addendum to it. Yeah, so it kept telling me to reference a manual that I'm like,
This
oh,
is the other
shit.
book.
Yeah, I
This
have
is
that in PDF form. I have to get it printed out.
Because this is the actual system that the Gamma World kind of world is based on, is built on. So
The other
I can
thing
find that rule.
is what's the difference between a talent and a feat?
That's the other thing I was
So
trying to
at
grasp.
this point, Wizards was starting to play around with different mechanics, but all mechanics are pretty much the same. It's an option that you pick to specialize your character. You usually have to pay something for it. Level progression. Sometimes it's like space economics or equipment economics. But like in any pretty given situation, you need some sort of mechanic. And the talent was becoming kind of popularized because of talent trees in video games. Like think Diablo 1, Diablo 2, how you'd start building up a talent tree, and players really started liking that idea. So they started moving away from the feat system, which was just egregious if you think about it. A huge list of like looking over feats, trying to decide what feat to pick on your next level for some is excruciating because the list is so huge. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be reading for hours and you never know if you'll pick the right one. For advanced players, they love that shit because it's like, I know which feats I want. I'm just going to go after them, right? So the talent trees were kind of designed to help players go in a direction. And what they did is they introduced both essentially in D20 Modern. You get both feats and talents.
But what is so when it says pick a talent, where is he picking the talents from? It's the feat list.
No.
Like, what's the talent? I can say I'm good in bed?
No. His 5th level talent should be the talent tree from Strong Hero.
I'm a talented lovemaker?
He's still building up the Strong Hero right now. So at level 5 Strong Hero, he gets to pick Melee Smash or...
Yes, that's what I was looking at. I want Melee Smash very badly, by the way.
So you get a talent, you can get Melee Smash level 1, and you have Strong as an Ox level 3, which covers your 1, 2, 3 talents. Your 2 bonus feats plus your occupation bonus feats. Technically, you should have 3 bonus feet plus. I mean, unless like I said, the D20 rules doesn't give a stock human anything out of the box for a feat.
Yes, it does.
I just read it.
The D20 rules and the D20 Modern, I'll find the reference.
Okay.
All right, give me a quick minute. I'll find the reference. It won't take long.
As long as you post it to the chat, we need sauce.
And this is my D20 Modern book. I don't know if you're going to see it with the key, but
no, we can't see it with the key.
Slightly different, but
let
me see. Show it again.
Ouch! Oh, you disappeared. Don't do that with the book. You disappear.
Yeah. It's the same book.
It's like you have Harry Potter's cloak.
Yeah, the key on Minicam sucks. So I don't know.
You look good, bud.
I'm very concerned about Mark.
You look good, man.
Thank you.
I just want to say 2021 is treating you well. Look at that. Look at those pythons.
Look at those 4.
Joe, I don't know if you're catching these pythons he's throwing up.
Sorry.
I know right now.
To click back.
Yeah, right now he's ripping through the internet in his document folder.
I'm so hard. I'm bending time.
And he's pulling out source material to throw at our asses.
I'm gonna make sure you get those 2 feats.
So another thing. Go ahead, Joe.
Wait.
Sorry.
So I bring your I bring your attention to page 18 of the D20 core book.
Page 18, the D20 core book. For those of you playing along, pull your D20 core book and turn to page 18.
This will only take a second. You'll notice on page 18 it shows the amount of feats that he should get at every level.
Okay, 15, 16, 17.
You know what I love is that Chris is doing it, by the way. He's going to page 18.
Table 1-2.
Table 1-2, folks.
Appendix A, subappendix 2. No, sorry. So,
Table 1-2, look at level 1.
Level 1 has
Feats. It says first and second feat.
So right now, Joe on the stream looks like
2 feats.
He got stuck in the Matrix.
The character gains feats. 2 at level 1, 1 more. Okay. 2 at level 1, 1 more at third.
That's the advantage that you get from being a stock human in Gamma World, right? Think about it. Everyone else gets to be something cool, a mutant or a robot or something crazy.
No,
the stock
like
human gets an extra feat.
It's true.
What about
it's true.
What about the pure strain human? Does he get 2?
Pure strains are looked down upon, I think.
More resistant. Like, aren't pure strains more resistant to things like poisons and mutation, like genetic transformation? Are they more resistant to that shit, and that's what they get as a result?
Maybe you're right.
And I think the Moreaus don't get the Moreaus either. Like, if you want to be a cat person, you can't get 2 feats at level 1. It's too much of an advantage.
Here's one of the things that screws this whole thing up, though, dude. He doesn't get a 4th. If you look at the feat column, he gets his first and his second at first level. He gets his third at third level.
The ones, Chris. The ones
someone just tell me if I get melee?
4,
do I get melee?
The ones at level 2 and level 4 are the
Smash.
bonus feats that he gets from being a strong hero.
Okay.
So you have to combine this table with a strong hero table, right?
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, like, level 1, he should get his 2 feats for stock human, 1 feat for the occupation. Then at level 2, he gets his first bonus feat for being a strong hero. At level 3, he gets his first feat from the level progression. At level 4, he gets his second bonus feat for being a strong hero. That means at level 5, he's already got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 feats.
Okay, and
he
how many feats?
Already have 6 feats minus. So how many?
I have 4. 4.
So you're
4, not counting the simple weapon proficiency.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you get 2 more feats to choose from, plus you could use your talent to get melee smash if you want to.
Yes.
But you're not going to let me go. You're not going to let me up my firearms proficiency.
Nick,
let me
hear
just
me
say
out here.
Let me say a couple things too about the feats and the skills, because here's what I want everybody to pay attention to. So you should be working ahead to what you want to develop on your character.
Right.
So if you want to develop a feat or a skill, like for instance, at Hemingway's, I had built in ways that you could have went to some of those different people there and trained yourself in things that aren't outside of the party.
Now, I don't know that.
Having said that, you can't.
I didn't know stuff like that existed in the game. That's so cool. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I drive an armor suit.
Listen,
I know how to drive a mechanical suit. Nobody knows how to do that. Someone has to be able to teach you that to some degree. So
yes. Well, you don't think, but wait. So yeah, but you don't think in the countless battles I've been in so far that I've developed slightly better firearms abilities?
Advanced firearms is next level firearms, isn't it? What is advanced firearms?
It's after firearms proficiency. It's the next level of firearms proficiency. I've been in several firefights.
Yeah, but it's more about. Go ahead.
Sorry. You need the personal firearms proficiency is the one that teaches you how to basically hold a weapon, how to not blow off your hand, how to keep your trigger off your finger off the trigger, that kind of stuff. Advanced firearms proficiency teaches you basically how to hold a machine gun when it's on automatic and you're emptying a clip. So yes, you do need personal firearms proficiency to pick up advanced firearms proficiency. It's the only prerequisite. So it is kind of the next.
Yeah, but why is no one's really listening to me? I have personal firearms proficiency. I selected that. So
it all depends.
How do I get? So it's I have the prerequisite.
Here's the problem. Okay. At level 2 and at level 4, you got bonus feats. Bonus feats are taken from a very specific list. Do you have?
So I don't know. I don't remember.
It says advanced firearms proficiency on that specific list. You can't pick it at level 2. You can't pick it at level 4. So that leaves you with only level 1 and level 3 where you can pick that specific feat. Right? So like that's where the problem comes in.
Right, because I don't remember when and where I picked it. What if I picked it at level 1? If I picked it not as a bonus feat, just as my first.
No, because you feats.
And I think
from your class list, from your race list, or from your occupation list.
He might have been
No
able
one wants
get
me to
it
have
at
advanced
level
firearm
3.
proficiency. I actually read this. Now I'm going to reference this thing.
He might have been able to grab it at level 3 though.
Well,
I'm checking that out right now.
my first time I'm allowed to pick a feat. Like my first feats, I know I picked were like brawl and combat martial arts, and it turned out that they weren't what I thought they were. Like I remember something like that. And then the first time I was able to pick one myself is when I realized I'm using a pistol, and I said I better take firearms proficiency, and that's what I took.
So Chris, did he have at level 1? Did he have personal firearms proficiency, or did he pick that up at level 3?
He picked up personal firearms at level 3.
Okay, so is advanced firearm proficiency a bonus feat?
So
could he have picked it at level 4?
Bonus feats for a strong hero.
No, it's not.
Are action hero, animal affinity, archaic weapon proficiency, which you also have, right?
I have personal firearms proficiency.
That's why you can't have advanced, because you picked personal firearms proficiency at level 3.
Athletic.
So you're back. But on the next time, you'll be able to grab it.
Okay.
Cleave,
level 6.
Great cleave, heroic focus, improved brawl, improved combat martial arts.
I know that's shitty too, because it's like you really want that feat. I get that. It's just there's a progression to it, and unless you set yourself up for it right, you just have to wait a little bit longer to get it, because you're essentially building the proficiency slots to be able to get that feat you're looking for. And like I'm going to pick it up too eventually. That's one of the worthwhile feats to get in Gamma World. But like you, I'm a little bit behind because I put feats in something else instead.
Okay. So well, my feats are all spread out because I didn't know what they were. But I'm missing 2 feats.
So let's talk about that. What feats do you currently have? Because I can help you fill those 2 holes really quickly.
Combat martial arts, archaic weapons proficiency, personal firearms proficiency, and brawl.
Okay, that's great. That tells me everything. So what you're doing a lot of hand-to-hand combat, up close and personal. You're doing a lot of CQC shit, right? And you're going to continue moving in that direction of doing like close personal combat, using archaic weapons to like beat the skulls in of your enemies, kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I just want to be. I'd like to be an all-around badass with like, but I mean, so
there's a couple of feats that you're missing that would be really complimentary for you. Would be power attack and cleave.
Yeah, I was going to say
cleave, motherfucker. Once you have cleave, what happens then is if you're fighting 4 people, 5 people, and there's people all around you and you're fighting them, right? If you kill someone with 1 strike, cleave gets you a free attack on the person adjacent to them immediately.
Oh wow!
And that's
and then there's
useful.
power cleave, which you can grow into power cleave after you get cleave, right?
Power cleave would allow you to do an attack on every person next to you as long as you have a dex bonus to show for it. If your dex bonus is high enough, let's say you have a +4 to your dex, you can cleave 4 people in the same round. And like that's pretty hardcore. So if I were you, if you're missing 2 feats as a strong hero, I know you should be able to pick up. Power attack and cleave right now would be really beneficial.
All right, so what's power attack?
There's others too, like dodge and mobility. Dodge gives you an extra plus. So power attack. Let me be brief on power attack. Power attack, what it does, it allows you to. Now the rule might be a little bit different on D20 monitor, so let me check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up too. Because there's also weapon focus as well as one he can choose there.
Yeah,
because I want to be good with both, because I find that I get myself in a lot of these fights and I tend to be using a lot of both. You know, I mean, I don't think I want to be a sniper, but you know, if I could walk in with a machine gun and start laying, you know, down the lead and then be able to drop it and knife someone in the throat, you know, that'd be cool.
Okay, so here's power attack. Prerequisite is 13 strength. Benefit: on character's action, before making an attack roll for a round, the character may choose to subtract a number from all melee attack rolls and add that number to all melee damage rolls. So here's the trick. If you know the enemy that you're fighting is weakly defended, like he's not wearing any armor, he's practically naked, you know you're going to hit him, you can subtract up to 5 points from your attack, and then when you hit him, take that you subtracted from and put it towards damage instead.
That's so power attack?
If you know you're going to hit him, yeah, that's power attack. It's not always useful. It's very situational.
It's for melee.
Yeah, it's definitely for melee. When you know someone is like wearing very little to no armor, use power attack. Because then you know you're going to hit him, and then you can take like 5 points and put it towards the damage instead and just conk him out.
Can I respectfully kind kind of push the rest of my experience upgrade leveling up till the next one, so that I could look at these D20 feats myself and read them all and see what the hell I'm doing now that I understand what I'm missing and where I should be looking.
So
I have everything. I have everything but those 2 feats. I could either hold back my entire leveling up, or be allowed to level up without these 2 feats.
Is what if you make use of it this encounter? Like, what if
you could have used some of this stuff for the past 2 episodes?
Yeah, probably. Yes, absolutely.
So I mean,
Cleave sounds awesome. I think I'm probably going to pick Cleave.
Like fighters who go into combat, like
is there anything else weapons related though?
Super useful.
Is there anything else weapons related?
Weapon focus.
Can I go down both those rows at the same time and try and build them both up?
They're. I mean, I don't think some of these things are roads and some of them aren't. Right.
Yeah.
Like firearms is a road to get to advanced firearms proficiency, but Cleave, Great Cleave, and I think that's the end of the road.
What about melee? What about smash?
Hold up,
melee
guys.
smash.
So, Chris, your cam. Okay, never mind. Your cam just went really fucked up for a minute there, and then it fixed itself.
Yeah, I think this light is fluorescent. It's fucking with the key.
Oh no, you have no idea. It's like the.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah,
it's cut into 4 pieces.
That was
it looks really messed
really
up.
Nuts. Yeah, that was really... so. That's a talent, Nick, and that's different. So if you want to take as your talent melee smash,
I recommend it too.
I would recommend that. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, "Shit, Nick should get that." The
other 2, I read it and I thought it was super cool.
So take that as your talent. Take Cleave, and let's find the last one to take. The only thing
here's the thing about Cleave, though. Cleave, the prerequisite for Cleave is power attack. He can't take Cleave without taking both power attack and Cleave.
They're a prerequisite for power attack.
They come together, bud. It's a prereq. You need power attack to get Cleave.
So then those are your 2 feats, Nick, is power attack and Cleave.
I would take them. If I was in your shoes, it's going to be useful. Power attack is very situational. It kind of sucks that way. But Cleave, you're going to be using it all the time.
All right, so power attack and Cleave. I'm going to go power attack and Cleave. And then you said I could pick a talent?
You get 1 talent at 5.
So then I'll do melee smash?
And you can go back.
And then and then when I level up 6th, I could get my advanced firearms proficiency. Right? Is that correct?
Okay. No.
Yep. Yes, because at 6th level, he's going to get his 6th level feat.
Yeah, but that feat
page 18.
That feat has to be chosen from the strong hero list, and advanced.
No. Because it's not It's not his strong hero feat that he gets at level 6.
Oh,
at level 6, he gets the feat on page 18.
I get the regular
from just class progression, and since he has personal firearms proficiency, that means now at level 6 he'll be able to take advanced firearms proficiency.
And if advanced firearms proficiency is building on firearms proficiency, I'm okay with you developing that. But if you said I want to take the armor usage feat, you have to find that's not something you're going to learn on your own. If you've never done demolition before,
I can't take computer hacking. Yeah, I mean
exactly.
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to make with that. So
absolutely.
In those instances, if you wanted to sit on a feat in order, and I don't know, I think I'm okay with this, but you tell me as another GM if this is a bad idea, Josh. But sit on a feat in order to find someone to train you how to do it and make that a part of a quest.
If it's part of a quest, it's like that's again. I don't want to be too GM-y because it's like I want to be the player here, and it's your game. It needs to be your rules, right? So it really depends on the GM style. If the GM is used to making feats and skills things that are worked towards, that's great. My play style, I hate that shit. I like being able to like. I reached 18,000 XPs and now I get new hit points. Yay!
I think most things are fine with me for that, Josh. But
that's
I think
me, man.
It's when you go outside of that. If you're learning, like he said, computer hacking.
Some of it's obvious.
The best part is you have people in the party that can teach each other stuff. Then I'm fine, right?
Yeah, that would.
It's just that, like, let's say he has to learn the feat and he decides, okay, I'm leveling up, but I'm not going to get this feat right now because I need to learn it. Okay.
Yep.
And what if he completely walks by the only person who could have taught it to him, and he like forgets to talk to that person because he's busy on quest A? You know what I mean? Like, and because of that, he misses using the feat the whole level because now he's busy in dungeon B, doing this shit while the teacher is back in town. You know, and like that's a whole level that he could have used the feat that now he's not going to be using because he needed to have taken time to So to me, I hate that shit.
But
when my players level up, I just give it to them because
I'm okay within reason, dude. I just think if you're going for something that's way out of your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. If it's not, I mean, if I can't,
I've had a lot of DMs too in the past who did work some sort of system, like new skills. Yeah, you want to learn a new skill, you need to find a teacher, and that teacher needs to impart the knowledge on you. Then you can build skill ranks in that skill. And it's like, if it's done well, then it's done well, and it works. You know, it's something I never had to.
I wanted to do this because this is my video game self popping out here. Okay. Can I? Because I now my new and improved character sheets, which are very detailed. I really like them. And all it is the ones that come with the D20 manual. My experience box. I love the idea of knowing my total experience and what my XPs are for my next level. That is super like.
I'm looking at it right now. So it depends on what XPs Chris gave you, but at 5th level, you should be at 10,000 now. And then the next level is at 15,000. So if you're at 10,000 exactly, you're 5,000 away from your next level.
Am I at 10,000? I mean, or am I at 10,000?
So the question is he at 10,000 exactly, or?
So let's put this all out in Front Street. The experience understanding for this D20 stuff is very like how half of what he went through. I don't even know how. So I'm leveling him up based on just by feel, right? He's had a certain amount of time. He should level up.
Yeah. Well, let me interrupt you guys for a second.
In D&D, it's so much easier, right? You killed 5 kobolds. You found this much gold. This is like so shapeless. It's not easy trying to figure out the right way to level people up. So
let me throw in my 2 cents. I don't know anything about role playing, but knowing, so say I have 10,000, right? And it's 5,000 to the next level. That kind of just gives me an idea of scale. And so, I mean, as a DM, not knowing really how a lot of this stuff is done, obviously, I would just take it as by feel myself, not to bog down. And I'm sure there's systems where I beat, we just got through this attack. We should get each of those creatures were a certain XP, and that should be tallied up, and then that should be doled out. I'm sure there's a way for that, but I feel like that's a little less fun.
It becomes a ton of bookkeeping
work.
Because here's what happens.
Yeah,
and here's what happens too. You'll be, and this is where I fucking hated this. So you're in the middle of an adventure. You're in the middle of a module. Every battle, you got players, and they want you to delve out their experience, right? So
I fucking love experience points, man.
My players are doing that to me right now. They're like, they're so hungry for it. They want every point.
And that's great. But you know what? Bottom line, as a DM, I would always hold back all the experience until the end of the adventure. You cannot because people would want to level up in the middle of a dungeon.
No. I'm not looking to abuse. I'm not looking to abuse the rules. I'm looking to. There's something as a player. They're like, wow, look at all the XP I got. I don't need that much to get to. I mean, 5,000 is half of the experience I've experienced so far. Right, that's quite a bit to get to my next level.
As you go higher, the amount
it gets larger. It increases, right?
Yeah,
of course.
I think it increases. It doubles every level, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, from level 1 to level 2, the margin was 1,000. So it goes 1,000, and then you need 1,000.
Yeah, it increases.
Then you need 2,000 to level up. Then you need 4,000 to level up, and so on and so forth.
Right. Okay. So just knowing point, that, Chris, but it's just fun as a player.
I'm totally that kind of DM who just lets the players level up in the middle of a dungeon. That's my play style. So and it works well for me because the D20 modern system and D&D 3.5, they show you with charts how to how to portion off a portion XP points to players. But it's not easy. It's fucking confusing as hell, in fact. Because everything is either a challenge rating or an encounter level. You have to know the difference between the two. You have to know what effective class level your players are at and what effective party level they're at when you're doling out the XP points. Yeah. So there's a great site. I'll point it to when we're not playing there, but it's basically an XP calculator. Put in your player's level, put in the monster's level, and it'll show you how many points they should be getting from that encounter.
Okay.
So like a calculator, it does all the work for you. I've been using it for 20 years. Fuck.
Okay.
with this system. So it's a big recommendation. But the way you do it is not incorrect either, because there's a whole new play style now with D&D 5th edition where DMs, and you'll see this in a lot of new RPGs that come out, DMs dole out levels as kind of thematic capstones. You finished a dungeon, you finished this quest, okay, now you get your level 2 or your level 3 or what have you. And there's a lot of people who like this method because it's more story driven than it is points and numbers driven. My players are hungry for XPs right now because I started treating it like chits. I'm doling out XPs, so of course they're hungry for it. Whereas if instead they were looking to finish the quest to level up, then the quest would be the main focus and not them being hungry for XPs all the time.
But can I say, as a player,
I'm breeding murder hobos in a way.
Yeah.
Whereas your method is a lot more inducive towards storytelling.
As a player, either way, I think as a player, I should be in on it because there's something about the feeling of progression. So, like, I left Hemingway's. Did I learn anything from there? So, like, for instance, when I got out of a certain situation and you go, okay, you got a situation, you earned 1,000 experience points. Oh, wow, earned 1,000 experience points. Now I do something else, but I didn't really do anything to earn XP. And so now I left there and it's like, okay, no experience point. And I'm like, oh,
No,
maybe you start to feel like
every skill check that's developing experience. Every time you roll a die and you do a skill check of any kind, it's developing experience as a character.
No, but I'm saying
as a trigger on a gun, you're developing experience.
Okay. Well, but still, like, just as a player, knowing that, okay, I have 10,000, and then, Mr. Mallory and I, we slaughter a bunch of guys, and we get a bunch of information towards our next quest, and okay, you got 500 XP. That's exciting as a player because now I'm like, oh wow, I'm closer now to my next level. Like right now, I'm jonesing for advanced weapons proficiency. Like so like as a player, you do like the XP, even though it's not based on the XP. I like the way, Chris, personally, I like the way you're doing it. I haven't been in multiple games, but I would like to be in on the XP. So we'll say I'm at 10,000.
You're at 10,000.
Okay.
I'll tell you, you're at least at 10,000. I'm going to look at what Josh shares with me, and I'll decide whether that's going to become a weekly tally. I hear what you're saying now.
It doesn't have to be a weekly tally, just at the points where you see fit.
We'll see. Let me see what the sheet looks like, and then based on the levels.
Okay.
I mean, I think you'll know when you progress. I think it makes more sense to the story. I know what you're saying, Josh, because I've had where we're hanging out with many people where we're literally in a village in the middle of an adventure, and they're like, "Hey, let's go kill a bunch of people with experience to level up." And I'm like,
exactly.
It's too. I mean, I love video games, but I also hate the same thing that I love about video games. I hate playing Fortnite and looking that I'm at level 54 and I need 30,000 and I got to grind. And now I'm not like playing a game. I'm working numbers, that makes me fucking nuts as a GM. I don't like system workers. I don't like number. I don't like, if I kill these 6 guys, and I always have the same proficiencies, and I always have the same feats, and everything is always allocated the same way because I'm breaking the system to do the things that I want to do. It just ends up pissing me off as a GM, and I try to fuck with you in different ways because I'm just like, you're fucking up my story because you're so obsessed with numbers. So taking into account, I just don't want to fuck with the balance of the story that we're telling.
Of course not.
But I'll give you.
But that's part of the fun. To me, that's part of the fun. Is trying to work that.
But I mean,
try to stay within those game rules and still do what It's just balancing act.
If I did it the way I'm going to tell you right now, Nick, if I did it the way that you're saying, you would probably be very, very disappointed at your progression at this point.
Oh yeah, I probably would have died 2-3 episodes ago. Yeah, but you know what? I'm missing feats. I should wait.
Right too, because one of the unfortunate things about the matrix that they give you to apportion XPs is that it only accounts for challenge ratings and encounter levels, which means unless you're dodging a trap or fighting something, you're not getting XPs. And
right.
that system can't teach a GM how to give out XPs for good role play. But a GM that doesn't give out XPs for good role play, I mean, that's a remiss, man, for sure. All players want to know that their good decisions are being rewarded. So
And more importantly, sorry to interject, Josh,
No.
the decisions that are true to your character, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing things out of character to achieve goals, and I was like, would you really do that? Like, I will reward you for making the hard decisions that a character needs to make that's based on his personality type, right? That's something, and we always rewarded people more for good role playing. And at times, I think we were giving double XPs to people who were having characters that were hard to play, that had shitty weaknesses and limitations, but that were playing through them. And so, I mean, I don't know. Let me look at it. I really haven't looked at it. And as far as missing the feats, Nick, you're missing the feats because the D20 shit it's fucked up, dude. Because I went by the Gamma World book, and it says one.
So did I. Yeah.
It doesn't say additional feats. It says a
But
blah,
it
blah,
just
blah, these feats from this list. That's what it says. And I'm like, I got to go 5 different fucking books.
And then it says, but then it references the D20 manual, and I'm like, I didn't print that out. But anyway,
It doesn't
I'm just
even
saying.
say that. It doesn't even say that for the thing. It says, well, maybe you're right. Maybe I misread it. It says bonus feats granted at 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th.
Every 2 levels for the strong hero. And as long as he keeps taking levels in strong hero, he's going to keep getting bonus feats. Because that's all he's really getting as a strong hero is the talents and the bonus feats.
And that's not even talking about the fact, Nick, that you can change class if you wanted to. But now, once again,
it says right at the beginning of classes that the D20 modern game system basic classes quantify these heroic qualities. And then it starts going into them. I think that I should have had it printed out.
They're broken up. Strong, fast. Those are the basic. But the whole thing has changed. And I also think
I like how it's going. I just want to. I just like if there's ever a point where like, oh, Nick did a good job right there, and we're at the end of a thing, and you're making a note that you're giving me XP. Just tell me, Nick. Okay, you're in 500 XP, and I'll get a small heart on. As a player, okay, that's a small one.
I don't. Really
if you're looking to give your players hard-ons, occasionally small really hard-ons, it's kind of like
give your friend a hard-on. Give your friend a hard-on.
Come on, man. Just go like, you know what? Here's a couple XP. Go have fun with yourself.
The other thing I think is
the good thing about the calculator, though.
Go ahead.
Is at the very least, you'll have a really good idea of moving forwards how much the combats are worth, and then you can just apportion out the role-playing XP on top of it. That's what I do. So I got the combat XP portion done, and then I figure out what the role-play stuff was, and I give both at the same time. And I try to wait until the quest is over, because, leveling up people in the middle of a dungeon, it's weird. It's like all of a sudden they get greater abilities. How? You're sleeping in a dank fucking dungeon room, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah. So, like, sometimes I'll wait until the encounter's over before I give out the XPs.
So, and I'm also definitely missing a couple of skills, but I'm gonna work that out.
So, and before we go forward,
I don't want to keep going down this road though. Okay, are you a level 4, Mister? Is Mr. Mowry a level 4?
Level 4, right, Chris?
You were still at level 4, yeah.
And I should be like at the base start of level 4, correct?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we'll start you.
Now, also, I think I took some damage last game, so I have here that I have 16 HP left. Does that sound right? Okay.
Sounds about right. You took a couple of hits.
I took a couple of hits.
Yeah, so now I was at 16. When I added the 5 to bring myself up to 35, my 16 stays, right?
I'll let you add your hit points to that, since you should have had them at Hemingway's.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, thank you.
I took a hit too there, so I'm just checking that out right now, making sure I have my notes.
I'm trying to remember what the hell.
I'm at 21 HP out of 35.
No Mark, by the way. He's not answering any of us in the chat. I'm very worried with what everything is.
Well, I think I think that. Listen, I don't think it was expected that we were doing this on.
Nope. You know what? I don't think anybody live heard the end of the show when we discussed that we were going to play again either. So I think that
last 5 minutes. Yep.
At the same time, though, Mark has never missed a game.
No, he hasn't.
No. I said I
should we be concerned. Now you got me concerned.
I lost a childhood friend of mine over Christmas to COVID, and he was younger than me. So I'm worried about everybody. You know, my dad was in the hospital. My whole dad's side of the family had it, and they all recovered. My friend passed away. He went in the hospital on the 23rd. He was dead by the 27th.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's not a great
fucked
Christmas,
up.
but it's fucked up. Yeah. So I mean, I worry about all of our friends. We haven't seen Longshot. I'm telling you, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my god, I'm hoping he's okay. That's me. I'm nervous.
Yeah. Well, listen. Yeah, we do hope that Longshot and Mark are okay.
Yeah. And
we
Mike,
hope everybody's
Mike
okay.
too.
And Mike.
And I.
That's right.
Yeah. Podcast Mike. All right. So well, anyways, welcome. After all that administrative talk, and
Well, listen, I thought that was interesting.
Debbie Downer of me.
Any beginners out there, such as myself. All right.
So, welcome back to Game World, everybody. Episode 63. I'll do a quick recap. We did lose, like I said, we were just pointing out the end of the episode, so I'll fill in some of those blanks.
Yeah, that sucks. Sorry about that, guys. Right now, though, we appear to be humming. I don't want to jinx it. But I think we addressed a lot of our issues. Hopefully, we don't have any further ones. But go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
So where did we leave off? Micho met Mr. Mallory, who was able to tell him a lot of information. They, after a brief respite in the shade, they set off into the Red Wastes, following Batu's map that would take them from rock outcropping to rock outcropping. They crossed the desert, and when they came to one outcropping, it looked particularly suspicious. And I'm not sure who it was. Was it Mr. Mallory? Thought that maybe it looked like it could have some kind of inhabitants on it. So
yeah, the Airy.
Yeah, they decided to skip out of that.
And it was like an Airy, like a kind of like a mesa in the desert, but the kind that's very thin and filled with like bat holes. You know, like the kind of stuff that wildlife would live in.
Yep, caves and other
caves.
Things. Yeah, like a roost of sorts. So you quickly skip that rock outcropping and we're crossing the desert. And when you reach the next one, you were ambushed by 8 of these reptilian canines, like porcupine-looking things. And a firefight ensued. You were able to kill 4 of them and grievously injure an additional 2, and they basically failed their morale roll, and they broke and ran. Mr. Mallory continued to fire. Everybody continued to fire as they retreated, but 4 of them managed to escape. 2 relatively healthy, and 2 were on death's door. You continued to cross, and then you pressed hard across the Red Wastes, and you were able to reach the edge where you saw the settlement of Edgewater rising up before you. And I believe that was where we left off.
So we're just about to enter Edgewater.
Yeah, you're approaching the walls from a distance. I described it as, think of a wall of different red, blue, and green, almost like rectangles, from a distance. You can see around the edge of it that they have a lot of pieces of metal jutted up at angles and some kind of fortifications. You can kind of see that on the other side of that, there's a slight dip, almost like there's maybe some kind of moat around or dug in placement around the edge of the wall. The ground went from the red dust to maybe more like a yellow dust, and then to more like dry foliage. And as the breeze picks up, you can feel a cooler, almost like a more moist breeze blowing on you. It definitely has a different, it's not as dry. It's a little more damp in the air as you guys approach the wall. And I'm going to say maybe you're about 100 feet away from the wall.
Micho.
Yes.
You've been here before?
No. You?
No. Gloom, have you been here before?
No.
So we don't know what the security is like in this place.
No,
Is it a trader town? Do we know anything about it?
I don't think Batu would have led us astray. I mean, I think he said this is a waypoint to our next leg of our journey.
All right.
Yeah,
right, Gloom?
I think we could pick up a ship from here, right?
I think there's a boat. We take it. I don't think he would have led us someplace where we were in any danger, if that's what you're thinking.
Do you think they might try to disarm us at the door? Some settlements don't let people walk around with their weapons.
I haven't experienced such a place, but if I'm not disagreeing with you, that would make me uncomfortable, handing my weapons to someone I did not know. Have you done that before? Have you handed your weapon to anyone before?
Not gladly.
I know.
You
I know.
in
I'm
certain
pretty sure Gloom
situations-
hasn't. Gloom, you haven't. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't even let me. You wouldn't even let me hold your rifle.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't like the idea, but I mean, let's be honest. As uncomfortable as we are giving up a weapon, I mean, they're letting us inside their walls. I mean, I think some of it's understandable.
I mean, I
It
guess
just
we
depends-
did. We did hand over our weapons at the armory in Glendale, right?
And if the situation warrants it, I'll play along. But
Again, I would feel better knowing when I'm getting
Well,
back. Or
well, we could hide. You think we could hide these knives? What's the name of that knife that we got? That Batu gave us some knives.
the Durasteel knife?
Durasteel.
very nice.
I also don't remember the damage that thing takes. But you don't have to look that up right now. But that's my fault with not looking up the Durasteel knife. Is that in the D20 book, or is that?
Durasteel is, I think it's in D20 or it's in Gamble World. I forgot.
No, that's a
yes.
Gamma World thing.
All right, so I got to look up the damage on that guy. But I don't even think we could hide. Are they small enough to hide these weapons?
Yeah, I mean they're like a small fighting knife. So I mean you could put it in a boot or something like that.
Should we hide knives in our boots at least, just in case we get asked to hide something? You have any knives?
I mean, Gloom is like, I think you should always have weapons hidden. You never know who you're going to run up on. I think your
I
weapons.
figured. Well, yeah, Gloom. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, who knows where you have knives buried? This guy's
I
weird
keep
with
them
knives.
places, you know.
No, I know. I'm sure. I'm going to slide one. I'm wearing. Am I wearing boots and stuff? I'm going to slide a Durasteel knife like on the inner part of my inner boot or something.
Okay.
You know, I have to. Go ahead.
I have quite a few arms there, but I'm still armed even if I don't have weapons on me. So.
Oh, so what are you worried about, man?
You're like a walking weapon.
What the hell?
For you guys mostly, because if you guys have never been here before and they strip us at the door, that's not good.
Well,
right?
I mean, if they strip us at the door, I mean, that'll be bad because we have to get on a boat, and I'm not getting on a boat to the next town without my stuff.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'm overreacting. Let's just go to the town and see what this place looks like.
So, is there a big gate here, or is this like a concrete? What's this wall made of?
Well, okay. So table talk.
Okay.
Essentially, the wall is made out of shipping containers. So think of those giant shipping containers just stacked on top of each other like Legos almost, and they're maybe 3 or 4 high. As you get a little bit, so are you approaching the walls, or are you stopping and kind of reconnoitering, or what are you guys doing specifically?
I'd like to get a good look at the entrance before we approach it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I assumed we were just looking at it as we were walking up to it, just taking it in.
So you stopped 100 feet away, and you're looking at the settlement. Okay. So as you look towards it, I mean, are you just using your eyes? Or are we using binoculars? How are you looking at things?
Let me just check, make sure I have a viewfinder. I don't know if I do.
I look for Gloom.
Okay, he's standing there.
Oh, he is. Usually I stop at this point and turn around and he's gone. He says, Gloom is next to me?
No, hi.
Oh, Gloom. Wow, you're still here? Okay.
Hey.
I pull out my binoculars and I scan the top of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I got standard binoculars.
Along the top of the wall, you can see there are people wearing brown and red walking back and forth. Some of them have bows and some of them have rifles. There's a half wall that goes about to their waist, and every few feet you can see a torch or a light of some kind that's been rigged. There's also some sharp wire at the top of the wall as well.
This must be
Go ahead.
this must be a valuable town. There's armed guards patrolling the top. The top of the walls seem to be fortified even.
And as you get towards the main gate, you can tell that it has a drawbridge that's pretty much drawn up, and the top of it is made out of, more parts of the top part of the 2 of the containers that are welded together. And then out front, there's 2 guards stationed. Actually 4 guards stationed out on the opposite side of the drawbridge. Now the drawbridge is down right now, and the guards are 2 on either side. They have like a little bunker area to the left and the right where they can jump into, I guess, if they get attacked. Both of you make a quick spot check.
Because Glendale, I'm doing my spot check, but Glendale, like, I mean, it was just like a little wooden thing and like 2 guards. And this is, I rolled a 20. And this
we should
is
assume that we've already been spotted, eh?
Yeah, I mean, we're only been 100 yards away, but I mean, I'm looking.
Yeah,
we're out in the open, but we're just scoping it out. We're not being, I don't think we're being overly.
Spot?
Yep.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
All right, well, that's 27 for me, actually.
One of the things you notice on the front part of the wall, for maybe the first maybe 40 to 50 feet in either direction from the main drawbridge, you can see these pipes that jut out and that are angled like down towards that ditch that's around the base of this wall that they've built. You can also see at the bottom of the wall too, there's all kinds of sandbags and bricks and rubble stacked up to reinforce the bottom part of the wall with with the shipping containers where the moat kind of meets it. And like I said, there are these weird pipes that go straight out and then they come like at these angles down, almost like little shower heads over all of the moat around the side of it.
At any point, does like any of the scree kind of fall down into the moat?
The what?
Any like scree or rubble or anything like that? Does at any point do we see it fall into the moat?
No.
Okay.
Looks
like the place is secure, but it also looks like they're just not going to let anyone in there. I mean, unless it's a trading outpost of some type.
No, I agree. It's pretty heavily guarded, but there's lots of steel. But
and you
there's only one way to find out, right? And I pat him on the shoulder.
You see no less than 12 guards on the top of the wall, just from where you can see from your vantage point, walking.
So after I pat him on the shoulder, I just start walking towards it, like fuck it.
Your contact said we would find travel arrangements here. We'd find a vessel that we can.
Yeah, I turn and like motion back. Yes, a boat. He said, and I just said to keep walking.
All right, well, let's check out this boat then.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys approach within about 50 feet, you can see that the guys start to move towards their emplacements, and the drawbridge kind of rolls up, and the 4 guys are standing out in front. And as you get closer, you can see that the 2 of them have some kind of pike with a spear or a blade on the top of it, and the other 2 have these weapons that are very short barreled, but they're connected. There's a cable connected to this belt pack of some kind.
So now,
go ahead.
Sorry. No, I just wanted to verify my condition, but I'll let you finish first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same after.
Okay. Verify your. Okay. So anyways, and they're wearing, like I said, they're wearing like these tan robes and masks and this red like leather armor over it. And now you want to verify your condition.
Yes. So in other words, like, my charge pistol is holstered, my vibro blade is in its scabbard, and I have the gauntlet on my left hand. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that's how I'm currently suited.
My
equipped.
Weapons are holstered as well, and I try to spread out my remaining nano units as far and wide around me as I can, so that it's less visible around me, kind of like as a cloak. I don't want to be as visible, so I try to like spread them out so that they're less.
Wait, so when you're walking around with a cloud of nanobots around you? Like you have a cloud around you at all times?
It's hard to tell. When I have made a connection with it, yes, but it's very hard to spot. Like if you're close enough to me, you'll see it. It's hard to miss.
Okay.
I kind of like the Dreamweaver sequence in Wayne's World. That's what I look like.
Yeah,
like Cassandra.
Like you're looking through the heat coming off the road at times, maybe.
Yeah.
Or it's
I see.
And you might
something about the view about this.
Shimmering.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just trying to delude this visual aspect of myself so to make it less obvious.
All right.
Okay. So you disperse your nano cloud out to thin it out. And then, so after our encounter, I guess everybody's wounds are kind of bound or whatever. I mean, we tried to heal the horse, but it had to go.
Well, I took some damage, but your camera's fucking up again on the stream. I took some damage, but not a lot.
It looks fine here on my side, though, which is weird. But
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Must be
I don't know.
peer-to-peer thing.
It's fine.
Might be-
We hear you.
yeah,
We hear
zero
you.
latency.
Which this the audio is coming through with 0 latency. So and now your video's back. So we could deal with this.
I'm only at like -7 hit points, so I'm probably just gonna rest it off and I'll be okay.
Okay. And also, Micho, let's not forget that the horses died, so we have broken up all the supplies amongst us, right? You're carrying
I'm carrying
probably the bulk of the load.
That's a good question to ask. Like, to just really pinpoint who's carrying what. If you need me to help carry something, like
So-
my load, I'm not exactly the strongest.
I think I have
right?
strong ox level 1, and I think
think
that's
you're
part
level-
of being a strong human. Or
I think
no.
you're level 2, actually.
I am.
Because you had
Oh.
2 talents that you would have picked. You would have gotten Strong Ox level 1, and then the only other one we were picking from at the time was Strong as an Ox, so you got level 2 of it, which means you carry things like your what's what Josh and I were talking about was you carry things like your one size category bigger, which is significant.
Right. So that makes that I'm currently a what's my size category? Is he lifting?
I think you can. It's like adding +4 to his strength.
Because I'm
When you're
224.
one category large.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so you're probably carrying the most of it because Gloom is also not super strong. So, I mean, what I thought was that Mallory and I had a couple of the saddlebags and maybe a bag or something, and you were carrying like a ton of we took up a stick and you shoved as much stuff on there to carry it as you could, so we can get.
All right, but my dex isn't affected, right?
Well, if we get into combat, that's going to be an impact. That's why I'm.
Well, no, but so in other words, I'm looking at so there's light load, which has no dex, normal dex. Medium, my max is +3 dex, and my heavy's max +1 dex. So am I at right? I'm right now. I'm a +1 dex. So that means even a heavy load, I'm not currently. I'm already.
Yeah,
at my max.
you want to stay as close to your light load as possible.
Right.
So I'm at a light load right now. I can carry an extra 50 before I'll go into a medium load. So if you need like 50 pounds worth of stuff,
I would like to avoid heavy if I could. Could I stay in medium?
So we can disperse enough, but you're still, like I said, you're still carrying a lot of stuff, right?
Okay.
So we disperse enough that you're not going to be able to fight holding all this stuff, though. You're not going to be able to run holding all this stuff. You can carry it relatively decently. And like I said, I imagine that we almost took like a stick or a pole and we hung as much stuff on it as we could. And that's how we're walking up. But we're all carrying extra shit.
Okay.
And we're all banged up. So, okay.
So we approach the guards and we make sure that all of our stuff is holstered.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing my gauntlet. I don't know what else do I do with it.
Are you wearing your armor too?
I only have a tactical vest. No, I have my poncho on.
Okay, so you're not wearing your vest.
Because that's further dexterity hit.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's a hit to my speed, right? Or my move.
A movement penalty.
It's a movement penalty only, right?
100%. I have to look it up again.
No, it's off. It's off. It's off. No, I'm just walking.
So just make sure that you don't add that to if we get into a fight, into your defense.
No, I'm a 14 defense. With that on, I'm a 20. But
yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we walk around normally with our weapons holstered, and you would wear the gauntlet all the time. I don't know why you wouldn't. The armor seems to be something that you're on and off about. That's the only reason why I asked the question. So that
I don't know. I haven't really used
as you approach these guys.
I haven't really used move that much. I don't think. Again, I think this style of play hasn't been as strict as in that regard.
Just don't get them to disarm your glove because it's like we're armed but not.
Yes.
Your weapons are visibly slung across you, but they don't suspect that the gauntlet is a weapon unless you use it. So you're armed without really being armed. That's perfect. Same with me, because I can mental blast at a moment's notice, and they don't know that. So at least we know if they try to disarm us, we're still kind of armed. Just make sure they don't take that glove off your hand.
Okay, you got it.
Gauntlet.
No, I was thinking, it kind of looks like jewelry, actually, almost. It looks nice, doesn't it? And I kind of hold it up and show it to Mr.
So you guys approach the guards, and the guards immediately, the two with the guns kind of pull them half up, and one of the heavier set, taller one with the pike walks over to you guys, and he says, What do you guys want?
Oh, hello. My friends and I are looking for a boat to Glendale. We were told by a good friend of mine that you guys had a port here. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a port. It's a port town, but we don't take many visitors right out of the desert. It's not very often we see somebody just walk out of the Red Waste carrying an excessive amount of equipment, looking the state that you're in.
Yes, understandable. We got attacked. Our pack animals, unfortunately, didn't make it. It's certainly not fun out there. But
We're not dangerous.
no, and again, we come from a town from the advice of a friend of ours that is a good man, and perhaps you know him. His name is Batu. Do you know a Batu?
I don't know anybody named Batu.
We have plenty of Domars to pay our way.
Yes, we have what he says too. If you need any.
This is irregular. Just let me check with the magistrate and see how we're going to handle this, because we don't get travelers foot traffic. We're a port. We're a harbor. We get ships in and out. We don't get foot traffic in and out. And the Red Wastes are very dangerous. That's why we posture this way towards the Red Wastes.
That's
Yes.
fine. We're willing to wait. We'll wait.
All
Yes.
right. So he motions to the guy at the top, and the drawbridge comes down again. The other three guys stand there, and he runs back inside for a few minutes. And the three of them are looking at you. You can't see their eyes. They almost have some kind of filtration built into the nostrils of this thing. It's almost like a. I thought about it the other day because you posted a picture of the guy in the mop suit. It's kind of similar, but not as sophisticated as a mop suit. But there's some kind of lensing and then some kind of filters built into the nose, obviously, and they're filthy. And they just all stand there silently staring at the three of you.
I follow that gentleman that I was just speaking with my eyes all the way to his destination. I really concentrate on him. And do I spot anything of interest as he makes his way? Like I'm going to watch him. Like I try and nonchalantly watch him all the way through the gate.
He disappears through the doorway. You don't see him anymore.
Oh, okay.
And everyone at the top of the wall is intimately looking at you guys. I mean, clearly they don't see a lot of just people just walking out of the desert to the front gate.
And Longshot is with us. Hello, Longshot.
I pull out a ration and I started eating it in front of them.
Okay.
And I look for Gloom.
He's standing next to you.
Ah, Gloom, you're still here? This is a fucking record.
Yeah, well,
You know,
yeah.
this guy, I turned to Mr. Mallory. This
wanna
guy's
go in.
usually gone by now. It's amazing.